Hi guys, RP Gamer here and welcome to RP Ramblings. Apologies, my voice isn't that great. I seem to have lost it recently. Now I'm doing a little differently today. I'm just sat in my garden on the swing chair. So rather than wandering around. So apologies for the creaking if you hear it. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about, well, first of all, apologise for yesterday. I did have a Ramblings live scheduled, but due to personal reasons it didn't happen. And unfortunately I don't have the community feature or such to tell people about that. It would have required me making a video, which, given the reasons why I didn't do the live, wouldn't have made sense. So apologise about that. Today I'm going to be talking about alignments and, well, why I don't use them, and why watching DVJ's stream yesterday showed me ways to use them. Well, first of all, if you're not sure what alignments are, you've got they come in two parts. You've got your lawful, neutral and chaotic, and then good, neutral or evil. Now you can be any combination of those six. Well, any combination of the first three with the second three. You couldn't be good and evil, or beyond good and evil. I love that game. I know you. But and there's quite a bit of backlash to alignments. Same with me, is that applying them to a character that can seem too strict, too unforgiving when applied. A DM can stop you from doing actions because they don't fit your alignment. But as the handbook says, as DVJ says yesterday, they're meant as generalisations, and I see them as that it's your general attitude towards a situation. It's not doesn't dictate your individual actions. It's kind of your intentions behind those actions, your view of the world. So a lawful character follows the laws of the land, not just the written laws of the ruling government or the ruling party, but social laws, like what's considered wrong in society to do. Like a lawful person would consider hugging a stranger as wrong, maybe, because it's not a social norm to them. Something stupid like that. Whereas people see chaotic as following no laws, as just going with the flow, as following their own rules, which is wrong. Chaotic can have laws, can have rules, but they're just chaotic in how they follow them. They don't follow them to the letter. To a lawful person, a chaotic person would be seen as chaotic because they're interpreting the law differently. They're following it, but differently. So, for example, maybe a lawful person won't kill anyone, no no matter what they've done, what the person's done, they don't believe in execution, they don't believe in anything like that. They see that as against the law, even executing a criminal against the law. Whereas a chaotic person might see, do not kill an innocent. They might interpret the law as that, do not kill an innocent. Only slay those that have caused harm, that have done the same themselves. So, but I mean, then you've got your neutral in that sense is interpreted as someone who has a balance to it. They see lawful and chaotic as a balance. They're equal parts lawful and chaotic kind of thing. I don't really know how to explain that one. But then you've got your good, evil and neutral on that side. Now they're a bit more easier to explain, but they're a lot more subjective than being lawful and chaotic, because one person's good is another person's evil, and vice versa. As we all know, to make good villains, they see themselves as the hero. They envision themselves as doing good. So you see what I mean by good and evil, subjective. Neutral is seen as more, they kind of keep the balance of good and evil. Some people see it as they'll do equal number of good acts and evil acts. Some people see it as they don't view actions as good or evil. They just view them as actions, as what's necessary for the time. But now we all know what good and evil are. Good actions are not killing, following the law. Bad actions are doing something against someone else that they don't like. But somebody, a lawful good person, would protect the law, but do it in ways that don't harm or don't bring suffering to anyone else. So they might capture a criminal, but they won't kill them, because that'll be harming them. Whereas a lawful evil person might follow the laws, but see it as more an eye for an eye. So a criminal, he might chop his hands off. That's still not breaking the law, because he's not killing him, but he's punishing him, but also causing harm to him. A chaotic good person might steal for a good cause, might steal to feed a family, might fight against the taxes that the king has imposed. A chaotic evil person, now they're your evil for the sake of evil, just doing it just to cause people misery and suffering. They don't really have an overall plan of what they want. Your lawful evil is what you're after for a villain. The villains will always hide within the good people, will always hide within the law. Always will only reveal the true intentions at the end. Only reveal their evil towards what they believe the end of their scheme is. When they believe they're about to win, they will reveal their evil. But they will follow the law, they will use the law to their advantage. They will do things, do acts within the law that are still considered evil and bad, but they will always have the protection of the law. And that's what makes a good villain. Somebody who the players have to kind of work out how to defeat, how to bring about the downfall of within the law. Someone in the chat, DJ's chat, yesterday raised a good point of vigilantism. In a lawful town, that would be seen as wrong. In a place of, in a lawful good place, your PCs might not be welcome because they do as they wish. They deal with crime themselves, and they may be run out of town. They may be arrested when they set foot in town. Another example of chaotic view of the law might be that there's a ban on weapons, on drawn weapons. Now, one part of the town may see that as just you draw your weapon. Some might see that as visible weapons. Some might see that as long as your weapon is in a backpack or stored away or otherwise unusable, they might see that as being within the law, but others might not. Any weapons are banned. But that's not how you should use alignments. Alignments shouldn't be used as for individuals, I don't think. Especially PCs, because a PC follows... Sorry, the neighbour was there. But alignments should be used for more generalised, for bigger, for the notion of your country, for the notion of the city, for the town. Maybe the union. If you've got a union of countries, maybe they all follow the same alignment. Maybe that's why they've got a union. I mean, maybe it's a generalised alignment of that group. Because, like, go to a city. Maybe the city is seen as lawful, not as neutral, as true neutral. But that's just a generalised view of the city from an outsider. Within, you've got the different districts, and maybe in one district it's ruled by the Thieves Guild, so it's more chaotic, neutral or chaotic good or view in that district. Maybe one is true lawful good, maybe they view the true capital of that city, where the royal palaces are, as lawful evil because of the way the king rules or the way the government rules. Maybe they see as chaotic neutral the mages district. They see that as chaotic because they see magic as... Well, alignment should never be used for singular people. Maybe for your villains, your NPCs, to give you a general idea of how they talk or what they talk about, but never your PCs. Your PCs, in my opinion, should never need an alignment. They should just be used for the general feel of the area, of the city, of the country, of the continent. Because look at it from an outside perspective. How does an outsider view this city? Do they view it as evil, as good, as following the law to the T, as being a bit chaotic? Maybe there's a rebellion going on, so obviously it's going to be chaotic because they're fighting against the laws. maybe they've recently changed government or king and they've changed the laws, so it's different, chaotic. Maybe we'll just look at how the United States are now with Donald Trump, people fighting each other because of their beliefs in the laws and how Donald Trump's running the country. Brexit, our government's fighting amongst themselves to agree how Brexit should be dealt with. We're fighting against the EU for a good leaving deal. We're fighting the rest of the countries. Probably, the rest of the world sees Brexit as probably chaotic. Maybe they don't even see it as good. Maybe they see it as neutral or evil. That Britain's trying to break away. Maybe they see Europe as evil because of how they're dealing with it. Maybe the world sees America as evil because of how they view what's happening there. Alignments can change, but they should always be a generalised thing. Anyway, sorry it's a bit short this one, but I've got to go and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye.